The Canadian Union of Postal Workers has announced an end to the most recent Canada Post strike, which started last month in response to the Liberal government's slew of changes to Canada Post. This includes the end of door-to-door delivery and the closure of up to 4,000 rural post offices. However, the union is still pushing for its demands, switching to a strategy of rotating strikes, starting Saturday the 11th in 4 cities across Canada. The federal government has justified Canada Post's upcoming changes by citing that the corporation has not been profitable since 2017 and is on track to lose $1.5 billion this year. The question is, why does a post office need to be profitable? Isn't National Mail just a basic government service? Since the passing of the Canada Post Corporation Act in 1981, Canada Post has not been a department of the federal government. Instead, they have been a crown corporation owned by the state. They are funded by revenue and run for a profit, rather than funded by taxes and run as a service. This also means that they have to compete in the private sector and are subject to any of the effects a private company might find themselves under. Canada Post, as a corporation, has an obligation to increase its profits quarter after quarter. Since they cannot, the Liberal government is introducing these changes. This is not an isolated incident. As Prime Minister, Mark Carney has introduced several massive budget cuts and austerity measures alongside cuts to taxes and tariffs. According to Reuters, Canadian Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne has asked all ministries to cut program spending by 7.5% in the upcoming fiscal year and by 15% 2 years down the road. These changes to Canada Post are just a part of this multi-year shrinking of the Canadian government. But if the recent CUPW strikes are anything to go by, federal employees aren't giving up their jobs without a fight.